I'm renting because I decided to put my family home, where I was living before June 2018, up for sale. I reviewed my finances, realized that too much of my savings were tied up in my family home. I had bought the house using my previous income as a lawyer before I became a minister. When I bought my family home, I had assumed a future stream of income based on what I was earning in the private sector. After I became a minister, my income changed, and thus I found too much of my savings was tied up in one house. I was advised it would be wiser not to have most of one's savings in one asset, so I decided to put my family home for sale. Before I proceed further, let me make it clear, I did not consider selling my own home because of financial need. That wasn't the case. And I also do not regret having foregone my previous earnings as a senior counsel. It is a privilege to be in public service, and if I'm asked, I'll make the same choice again. So to prepare for the sale, I decided to move out from my family home and live in a rental property. I looked at several rental properties, including black and white houses. I've long liked black and white houses, and eventually in 2018, I decided to make an offer for 26 Redoubt Road. I didn't know the guide rent. I told my agent to assess how much I should offer based on surrounding properties. My agent advised me that $25,000 a month would be a fair offer based on rentals for similar properties at that time, and taking into account the built-up area and the condition of the property. So we offered $25,000. I told my agent I should not be paying less than what my neighbors paid, but I'm not sure exactly when I told him that. SLA came back with a counter offer of $26,500, which we accepted without further negotiations. I had no idea when I accepted SLA's counter offer what the guide rent or the minimum rent was. These were decisions internal to SLA that I wasn't privy to. Around the same time, I also rented out my family home while deciding on the sale. It took me a while to decide to sell, and then COVID intervened. My family home was put on the market in November 2021. The first point, I'm paying market rent for number 26, and that is the critical point. But I will add, in fact, the answer is no. I'm not making any money from the difference in rentals. I pay for the rental of 26 Redoubt Road, mostly from renting out my family home, but taking into account property tax, because the family home is now non-owner occupied, and 2, income tax on the rental proceeds, there is a net deficit. I top up the deficit. I am, in essence, using my previous lawyer's income to pay for the rental for 26 Redoubt Road. Based on my current income, I would not have offered to rent 26 Redoubt Road. That is based on my personal approach to finances. I should add, my family home, I think some people know, is a GCB. So I moved from there for the reasons that I've explained.